Hey, what's up, you guys? I hope you're having a great day today. So, today we are finally going to be getting into JT's debut mixtape, City Cinderella. JT has been working her ass off this year in preparation for this project, and I am super geeked to finally get to hear and review it. She delivered quite a few bops before the official release, so I definitely felt like she was going to deliver the entire project. But before we get into the mixtape, I do want to say if you're interested in female artists, music conversation, music debates, music reviews, and really anything music related, definitely consider subscribing. I really appreciate it. Alright, let's get into JT's debut solo project, City Cinderella. So before we actually jump into the review, I do want to quickly talk about some expectations or wishes I had going into City Cinderella. This is something I've done for projects in the past, but because I've been a little bit behind on videos lately, I haven't quite had the time to dive into that. So before we review the album, I'm gonna briefly discuss some things that I was hoping to hear from JT on this project. Each of these are things that I drafted prior to the tape's release. So going into City Cinderella, I definitely was expecting JT to deliver some club bangers, some real bad bitch bops, just based off the singles she gave us. But I'm not gonna lie, I definitely wanted her to give us some vulnerable tracks on this project. I really wanted her to allow us to get to know JT. She didn't necessarily have to be on some lover girl type shit, but I thought it would have been dope to hear her childhood or just her life before the fame. Next, if y'all know JT, y'all know she can rap her ass off, so I was definitely expecting a heavy focus on her bars and her actual lyrical content, but I did think it would be nice to hear her experiment on some new sounds and beats. I definitely wanted some more alternative sounds to really match that alt aesthetic that she's been tapping into lately. Finally, I was just hoping for a lot of energy from her overall to really cater to that hype ass, badass biz energy that she's been giving us lately. Okay, so now let's actually get into the album review. Now, JT is someone who has always had a lot of potential within the rap world, in my opinion. No matter how you feel about her personality, I feel like it's hard to argue that she is not genuinely a skilled rapper. This is something that's always been obvious since her early days within the City Girls. I think City Cinderella greatly shows off JT's raw skill and her overall natural talent for this craft. The whole album is true to that traditional hip-hop style, and it really highlights JT's gift for rap. For a debut project, I think the tape was put together nicely. I did see quite a bit of critiques for the overall production, but considering this is a mixtape and not an album, I don't find that hindering my enjoyment of this project. Mixtapes aren't really supposed to be as high quality as a full-length album, and it's really there to show off the artist's skill and style, and I felt that City Cinderella executed that pretty well. So I would say that my favorite aspect of the project is how JT experimented a bit on quite a few of these tracks. I expected majority of the tape to be real hype, kinda in the likeness of OK, definitely the bad bitch bops like Sideways, you feel me? So it was definitely nice to hear JT play around with quite a few sounds for this project. All Stars with Clip especially stands out to me, as I was hoping to see JT dabble a little bit more in that alternative sound. First of all, I was excited to see Clip on this project, as she has a really dope sound and approach to music overall. The song just has this chill and kinda euphoric feeling to it that I think JT just sounds really good on. It's definitely different than most of the songs we tend to hear JT hop on, so I definitely salute JT for trying a new sound here, and I think the song really shows how much potential JT has to experiment more and become a versatile artist in the future. Clip also delivers a real wavy sounding chorus here that I really like, making for an overall really chill yet dope song. And if we are going to talk about JT exploring different sounds on this mixtape, we are most definitely going to have to talk about DOD. When I clicked on the first song for this tape, I absolutely did not expect a Bollywood type beat to be waiting for me on this project, but I cannot lie, I absolutely love this song from JT. She is rapping about doing her little dance on a man's thing over this Bollywood instrumental, and it's just so creative. I love it. Honestly, I see the vision, JT. I see it. I need the music video. I think it'd be so dope. The song is so like camp in my opinion. I just love it. I'm here for it. I think this is so unique and something you just absolutely would not expect, especially from JT. So it's so dope to see her take a risk like this. I saw some people not really feeling the song as much because the beat is pretty different, but I don't care, y'all. I love this track from JT. So I think that I would say my biggest critique of this album is that the track list could have been rearranged and tweaked just a little bit to make it more cohesive in my opinion. The project isn't incredibly out of order or anything, but I do think moving a few songs would have made for a more solid listening experience. For example, I think she had the potential to have a crazy 3-track run with Uncle Al, OK, and JT Comin, as these are all some hype-ass tracks, yet she threw Sideways in between them and it kind of slowed down the vibe a little bit. Personally, I probably would have put Sideways next to some of the more chill type songs, probably next to 90s Baby, you feel me? The order of the tracks doesn't take away from my overall enjoyment of the project, but I do think that rearranging some of the songs just would have made it a little bit more cohesive. Before I wrap up this review, I do want to highlight some of my favorite songs from City Cinderella. First of all, I gotta talk about Uncle Al. This song is crazy, y'all. Like, the beat is so hype. The lyrics got me feeling like a baddie. The chorus is catchy. Like, this is the lit-ass club banger vibe that JT has been killing lately. The song definitely has this nostalgic feel to it, and I really like the retro vibe that it gives off. I honestly could see this song going crazy for the JT rap cams during her shows. Another standout track for me was Lemon Pepper with Stunna Girl. I think that both of these girls together make for a really great duo, honestly. Both this song as well as their collab on the Like That remix bop. And let me just say, this song probably bops the most in the car in my opinion. It definitely passes the car test for me. The song overall is pretty chill, like it's this wavy ass beat, but the girls are still talking their ish and dragging a little bit on this track. I love their chill delivery while still giving that baddie energy that both girls are known for. I really like JT's flow switch on the second verse, and I thought Stunna slid on this beat. Also, that shout out at the end of JT, just like JT did on her song, was really, really cute. Like I said before, I think these girls make a really dope duo. I think they complement each other pretty well, and I'd love to hear more collabs with them in the future. Finally, I want to get into my favorite song off the mixtape thus far, Hope. JT opened the project up with an absolutely beautiful song, really getting personal with her fans and opening up about some of her struggles that got her to where she is today. I really wanted a track like this from JT, and what she delivered was honestly perfect in my opinion. The track is incredibly relatable, even if you haven't been through her exact same struggles. She illustrates the feelings of being lost but still ambitious for the future quite well here, that really anyone can relate to in my opinion. I knew when I first heard this song that it was going to be my favorite throughout the whole project because it's just so raw and authentic. I'm really happy that JT was able to deliver such a vulnerable song like this on her debut project. Overall, I would say that City Cinderella is a solid debut project and a great introduction for JT as a solo artist. It greatly showed off her raw and natural skill, it shows off her potential for various sounds and new approaches, and most importantly, it gives both existing fans and new listeners a lot of insight into JT, her life, and who she is as a person overall. I definitely enjoyed this mixtape, and listening to it gets me extremely eager to hear a full studio album for JT. But I am definitely interested in hearing all of your guys' thoughts and opinions on City Cinderella. Do you think JT delivered a good debut project, or were you expecting something a little bit different? Do not be afraid to sound off in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and making it this far, and hopefully I will see all of you guys in the next one. Peace!